Hi everybody, welcome to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Before we start, before Chardan gets in, if you can hit the likes on this video, can I subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and can I hit the notification bell so you can get notifications when I go live and when I do videos as well. So I thought I'd get that out of the way. And remember, put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, do your own research. I'm not your dad or anything. So every kind of advice I give here is not financial advice. It's just purely my kind of biased opinion on the coins I have. We can kind of do that across all the YouTubers. Okay, we're just going to see who's in the house just now. See who we've got in at the moment. We've got Rishikesh in the house. Good morning to you. Marcus Jafari is in. Happy Friday to you. Coin Collector is in. DSF Deathwish. Some name, and good morning to you. Cooper is in. Scottish Bill's in the house. Morning, mate. Nice sunny blue skies here in Glasgow. Yes, it's beautiful looking outside into the garden. Stephen King is in the house as well. Thanks for your message yesterday from Wigan. Good to have you in the group as well, Stephen. Crypto Dread, what's up, man? How you doing? Florida in the house. Florida. What are you doing up at 3:32? You come in every morning, Crypto Dread, and it's about 3:32 in Florida just now, is it? 3:32 AM. Are you working a night shift or something? Trevor Benke is in. Evening, late night over here. Wow. On his crypto journey. Good morning from Edinburgh. Siz XYT. Hi all. GS. Eddie Holland. Ad Fitness. Dave. Musa. Jen Mon is in the house. Welcome to you, Jen. Andy Grant. Good to have you here, Andy. GS has said. George Charles. Good to have you back. Nick Smith. Good to have you back as well. Tony Pettit is in. Juan is in the house. Henry Davis. Elias, Christopher A is in the house as well. Big Boy Pants are put on. You're not my dad, so always doing my own research. Excellent, good for that. Future Physiques is in the house as well. Hello, Steve-O from Australia. Rob UK is in the house as well. A few new people in. Dazza Booth, Terrell Hooker is in as well. So I'll get to kind of some of the comments. I want to see if interesting on Viacoin last night. Tony Pettit, yeah. I'm going to have a wee look at that just now. So we'll look at the markets overall just now, just as we normally do. We'll just have a wee refresh of that just now. Overall market cap is 413 billion, which has gone up, which is good. Bitcoin was coming down for a wee bit there, but it's gone back up again. Who are the winners from yesterday over the last 24 hours? CYT-Coin done brilliantly, and that jumped up. If you're into CYT-Coin, that's done excellent. So well done to you. Bitcoin Diamond, I knew that was going to go up as well. Has done well. Mithril, that keeps on going in the top charts. I still not checked out. Deep Brain Chain as well, that's done excellent, 33%. Somebody mentioned that the other day and looked a good prospect as well. DBC, Redcoin, Monocoin, Digibyte is going up. I've got some Digibyte from way back and it's starting to go up. Still not hit my price that I got in. No, it's not hit the price that I got in. Golem's doing well, Wax, Icon as well, Enigma, Pundy X, 79 has moved up to 79 position. That's gone up 14%. So looking good. Who are any the kind of losers? There's only 5% of the top 100 going down. Kyber Network, obviously, because they had a huge run up yesterday. Amici Go, they've already had a huge run up as well. Bitcoin Private, Ontology, they've had a big run up as well. So Mixin's had a big run up. So there's no real losers here. This is kind of small pullbacks. No real losers in the last 24 hours, which is good to see. I'm going to go to the next 100 actually and just see who's the tops there. Smart Mesh, Cube. Cube was mentioned yesterday in one of the Telegram groups as well. That's gone up 23%. And who's the losers? Z Classic, Greencoin, Crypterium, and some of these you might not have heard of. GameGood.com, they had a huge run up last week as well. Pillar, Singularity Net as well. So there's a few coins that are going down. That's because they've had big run ups though. But mainly across the board, it's green. It's looking green across the board. What is Bitcoin doing? The all important Bitcoin. On the daily chart, Bitcoin is looking actually really good. And if you can see here, the 7 MA is about to cross the 100 MA, and we've not done that for a while. To be honest, it'd be tough to go back to see when it crossed over or down. The 28th of January, it crossed down under the 100 MA. So for me, that is a bullish sign. So it's just crossing over kind of today. If we look at the 6 hourly chart and the 12 hourly chart, I would imagine it's crossed over already. Yeah, it crossed over at $8,337. It's now $9,200. So on the daily chart, Bitcoin is looking good. It's looking good for me, and I would be happy to still be in Bitcoin. Obviously, I hold a wee bit Bitcoin. Everybody should hold a wee bit Bitcoin just to keep that price up, to keep it from being manipulated as much as it is. And we've got some news on that as well. So we don't know what's going to happen with the price of Bitcoin. But at the moment, as it stands, it's looking good just now. Some news. So CoinDesk is reporting that more than $140 million worth of Bitcoin has been moved from the Mt. Gox wallets. You've probably seen this in the news over the last few weeks. The last huge dip we had coincided with the selling off from these kind of Mt. Gox wallets and the bankrupt Mt. Gox. So now they're kind of liquidating those kind of Bitcoin, and there's 141 million being moved over to 4 separate wallets in increments of 2,000 Bitcoin. So they've not been sold yet, but we don't know what's going to be happening with that. If they do sell them off, is there going to be another decline? We don't know. So we all seen what happened a couple of weeks ago when Mt. Gox kind of wallets had sold off. So we'll need to wait and see what happens with that. So the kind of creditors are kind of looking at that just now and see if they're going to sell off as well. So we don't know what's going to happen there. Okay, just go to a few more comments in here. Crypto Dread is saying midnight shift. Ah, right. Okay, I'm with you. I just have a wee drink of coffee. Mark Innes, hi mate, I'm sneaking a look from work. Excellent, good to see you, Mark. Rip this joint. Any news on BABB? It's stuck at around 0.0025, so 2/5, 2.5 of a cent it is just now, BABB. So we're going to be talking about BABB as well. It's kind of trading sideways just now, but it's doing well. It's holding up well. I thought there was going to be a wee bit of a pullback, and there's not been that much of a pullback, to be honest. So trading sideways at the moment, and to me it's looking good for the next move up. Rishikesh POA network is doing well. Need to do lots of analysis on it. POA network we kind of spoke about. That was looking good for a setup about 3 weeks ago, and it has shot up already. OMG, Amici Go has done brilliantly. If you're in Amici Go, you've done amazingly well. Future Physics. Did anyone see XDCE spike up 1,000% on Banker yesterday? Yeah, it looked like a classic pump and dump, to be honest, because it went up, shot up, and then came right back down. One of the group members, if you want to join the group, by the way, there's a link down below to join the Facebook group. It's growing every day by about 10 or 20 people, which is really good. I've got a brilliant community over there helping each other out, and that's what it's all about in crypto. But somebody mentioned XDCE had spiked up. They said it was 850%. But look, I don't know if it was a kind of pump and dump or somebody's bought big time and then it's just came right back down again. So I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, we'd seen that in the group yesterday. And can you cover AUC and ESZ? I've not looked at them, but I'm going to kind of look at some coins in a second. Good morning to you, Studio 10. Dean, Blitz Predict, Sore One. Blitz Predict, just now. Where are we? I'm still up on Blitz Predict, XBP. I've still got a small position in it, and I'm still up on it. So did you go in at high? So if you got in at high, which was about 1 cent, it's come down about 30% from there. I've still got hopes for it though. That it's going to go up. Pundy X, this is on the Bangkok exchange. Pundy X 4714 is starting to move back up again. BABB 2.5 of a cent, or a quarter of a cent basically. Just now, as I said, it's holding well. I like BABB. I'm going to see if I can see the kind of the chart on BABB. Just very quickly, you can get good charts on BABB just now, like on CoinJ or TradingView, but you can get it on IDEX, which use TradingView as a background kind of chart maker. I'll just see where it is just now. Yeah, it's kind of trading sideways just now. It's kind of stuck in a channel at the moment. So I'm not worried about BABB at all, to be honest. I'm not worried anyway because it's long-term hold. But I can only see it going up from here. No news about the banking licenses or anything. I mentioned yesterday they were in talks in Lithuania. So that's looking good for them, and hopefully we can expect something to come from that soon as well. But yeah, it's just trading sideways just now, BABB. Doing really well, holding up well. Volume is good still. But look at the volume. 1.3 million. $1.3 million for a coin that's on a small exchange, a relatively small exchange, is brilliant. Brilliant. So when it gets onto one of the bigger exchanges, I can see it doing really well, and the liquidity is going to it's going to be good for the liquidity of the coin as well. Because I mentioned yesterday, if you buy BABB in a big amount on Bangkok, you get charged a premium. So you're better trading on IDEX if you're kind of looking to buy a lot of BABB, to be honest. See what the books are like. 407, 404 is a big sell-offs. 9, 10, not really big sell-offs here. Nope. Big buys coming in, any buy walls? Nah, not really. To be honest, there's a 6 Ether one. It's not really that big at all, to be honest. So yeah, it's holding up well. Still loving the look of BABB. Still kind of fully invested in it as well. So liking that. Been having problems selling on Banker with MetaMask, constant failing. Have you got enough Ether in? What I've done, because this has happened to me on Banker as well, using MetaMask, what I've done is I've sent over more Ethereum over to it, maybe about $20 worth, and it's never been a bother after that. So if you put in more Ethereum, maybe $20–30 worth, just to make sure, because it's failed on mine a couple of times when I've done a couple of trades, and every time I put more Ethereum in, it's been fine. So I'll check out that, Studio 10. Scottish Bull, I'm in Neo, Litecoin, Tron and Elastos. Did you hear Litecoin processing a transition? 99 million, 120 seconds, 4 cents to do it. Wow, that's fantastic. I didn't actually hear that, Scottish Bull. Litecoin for the future, brilliant. Neo for the future, brilliant. Tron for the future, brilliant. So you've got a brilliant portfolio there, Scottish Bull. There is no Tron TRX on Bangkok, is there no? Has it taken off? Have they taken Tron off? Ah. They had Tron on Banker as well, you're right, I didn't notice that. Wow. Tron is not listed on Banker, although my TRX is still showing on my wallet. I'll check CoinMarket. Yeah, I would move that over to another exchange, unless they're doing something, unless there's any news. I've not heard any news. They're going to take Tron off Banker Network. King Baviro, good morning to you. Dean Bliss Predict, oh, you kind of mentioned that already. Comments keep jumping about. Yeah, that's strange. XYT, I don't see that at all. Jumping from backs to TRX is not possible now. That's a bit of a shame. Tammy Lowell, good morning to you. Good to see you in the group as well. Should have 10 been having problems yet? Yes, I hope BABB will be on Binance in the future. With this kind of volume on a small kind of exchange like Bancor, I can see it being on one of the bigger exchanges, but it costs a lot of money to get onto Binance. So we've got to remember that. What would you rather the company do? Would you rather them focus on paying lots of money to get on exchanges, or looking to get this banking license and really focusing on the banking license? But that's not to say they're not looking to get on the exchanges. They are. We've seen that in a video yesterday they posted, or the day before. So we've seen the guy that was actually kind of working towards getting on exchanges as well. Cole Phillips, good morning to you, mate. From Bude Lane, Worcestershire. Or other big exchanges. Yeah, I think one of the good exchanges, for me, it'd be KuCoin, Binance, or one of the Korean exchanges, the big Korean, BitHum. Imagine if it went on BitHum. That'd be fantastic. I can't see that happening anytime soon. It would be amazing if it did, though. Abdul from Australia, is Tron getting back to 680 Satoshi. So we'll take a look at the kind of markets just now. We'll go on Binance and take a wee look. So who is the kind of big winners for today? Vibrate, Cloakcoin is going back up again. ICX, Icon is going up. So if you're in those, you're doing well at the moment. XVG, a lot of people are they're not putting it down, but they're just not into Verge at all for kind of obvious reasons. This is going to go up. This is going to double in the next couple of months. It's getting back up to 800 Satoshi just now. I didn't get back in, but if you look at this was an interesting chart. So on the daily chart, if you look at Verge, on the daily chart, not looking too good. 7 MA has crossed down under the 25 MA, but still above the 100 MA. And there's 2 green candles there in the daily chart. But if we look in the 6-hourly chart, it looks a perfect setup to get in just now. Although there's a wee red candle there at the moment. So it's just crossing over the 7 MA, it's just crossing over the 25 MA. 639, I spoke about this yesterday. I honestly can see this doubling in the next couple of months, to be honest. Probably sooner than that. But we'll see. But it's climbing back up to 800 Satoshi. Where is our beloved Tron doing? What are they doing? They still look good to me, to be honest. Look at that in the 6-hourly chart. That's a beautiful chart on the 6-hourly. The 7 MA crossed over the 25 MA at 514. Still set up. And you can see here, I'm just coming closer, that the 7 MA is being used as a support line. See, all the way up on the 6-hourly chart, kind of hits the support, hits the 7 MA, and then bounces back up, hits 7 MA, bounces back up, comes down under a wee bit, uses it as resistance for a wee bit, and then it kind of bounces off the 7 MA and comes back up. So if you're looking for a position to get into Tron, then look at the 7 MA on the 6-hour chart, because it looks really good. And we need to see what this kind of candle does here for the 6-hourly, because we don't know if that's going to be a support or resistance, but it still looks like support, and it could bounce from here as well. So I think Tron is definitely going to go up. Obviously, looking at the Bitcoin price, if Bitcoin shoots down again, if Mt. Gox do sell off the $140 million worth, obviously Bitcoin price is going to come down, and the alts are going to come down with it. It shouldn't really, when you think about it, but they do. It's just a fact that they do. So we need to wait and see, but I still think Tron is brilliant for doubling in the next couple of months as well, to be honest. What else are we looking at? VIA. I've not really done that much, to be honest, if we're looking at the daily chart. It's kind of crossed over a while ago at 1776, kind of shot up. You could have doubled your money there as well. So VIA coin, that was mentioned in one of the groups yesterday as well. Let's go back. Joseph Gonzalez, good morning from Las Vegas. Good morning from Spin. Is that Spain? Steve, how much is a premium of Blockchain Whispers? Premium, I paid 0.397 Bitcoin for the premium on Blockchain Whispers. Has it been worth it just now? Well, I've got my money back. to be honest, so I've got my money back. So anything after this, and I've only been in for 2 weeks, so I was just watching it for a couple of weeks first, but I've got my money back now, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm cool with it. People keep saying it's a pump and dump group. I don't see it as a pump and dump group, although I can see why kind of people look at it that way, but it's not a pump and dump group. They really research the coins, done good research. So I do like Blockchain Whispers, I must admit. There's a lot of learning in there as well. Samuel Ruffy, what do you think about ICO Seek? I have never seen it. CWK, I've never actually seen that. I'll maybe check that out later. We'll just kind of push for time. I've got some lives to do this morning for Q&As in the business, so kind of push for time this morning. I've got a business meeting as well on a Friday. Eddie Holland, ETH will go back up to 1500 USD. Any which way we make money if moving sideways. Yeah, I think Ethereum's definitely going to go up. We're going to see $2,000 Ethereum by the end of the year. I think, in my biased opinion, I think Ethereum's going to go up to $2,000 at least by the end of the year. Rafi, good morning from Burbank, Cali. Excellent. Loads of people from all over the world. It's good to see. U-Network, never seen U-Network, Musa. Frank Beckers, good morning. You think we'll go back to a low Tron price to get back in? I don't know with the Tron price, to be honest. I can't. Can I see it getting back down to 600? No, not anytime soon. What's the hourly chart on Tron? I see it's just looking like a good chart. It's just kind of going sideways at the moment. I just think it's going to jump back up soon if Bitcoin behaves itself. It's just a beautiful setup on the hourly chart as well. When it crossed over about 600. Even before that as well. Tron was a beautiful play, to be honest, and I made a lot of money from Tron. I'm out of it just now, looking for a time to get back in, but I don't know if I'm going to get back in at the price I want. I don't think I will, to be honest, not anytime soon, unless Bitcoin crashes. And if it does, I'll sell off some other coins to get back in. OUC is a gem also, check it out. Yeah, I've seen the kind of charts on that. I looked at the charts on that a couple of times. It does look, I've not looked into the company yet. As I said, I don't get that much time because of business. Only do this maybe 2 hours a day, 2-3 hours a day. So it's not a lot of research time I can get in. Libra Credit ICO, I've not checked out that ICO, to be honest, with this joint. Cryptodon 1 is in the house. What's up, guys? BABB to the moon, hold strong. Yeah, BABB is looking good. BABB is still looking good. It's moving up just now, 2.6 it's looking good for me. As I told you yesterday, I kind of got out of Tron to get into, put more into BABB, which I've done now. So holding strong and trading. I sold some other coins to start trading again to get more kind of the coins I like. Scottish Bull, Elastos, have you looked into it, mate? Yeah, I kind of looked into that. We'll just have a wee look at ELA. Oh. So CoinMarketCap, if you've not been into Elastos, there's been kind of a lot of people talking about Elastos just now. So CoinMarketCap is saying market capitalization of 209 million. Just now, volume is 17 million. Look at the markets just now, what markets it's on Hubi Exchange, BCEX exchange as well. So I'm not on that exchange actually. I've not got any looked into it, but look at the supply of it. Circulating supply just now 5 million. Total supply of 33 million. A lot of people are really excited about this as well. If we kind of go over to the website. Obviously you've got the white paper there. I'm just going to have a quick look. About, just do the kind of about section. A brand new virtual digital smart economic zone based on the traditional basis of the internet. Shenrong. I'm just going to see if we've got the team there, community, the Telegram group. Let's see what the Telegram group is. 16,000 members in the Telegram group, which is good. Technology community. There's about. I don't see the team there. So yeah, I have looked into it. I've not got into it. Obviously limited resources. But I've not got into it kind of in any big way, but a lot of people are talking about it. I know Elastos, a lot of people are excited about Elastos. And Peter Pan Crypto nearly back to Tuesday's prices, thank God. Yeah, So we just need to keep an eye on it and see what's happening with kind of Bitcoin. It's going up just now. We'll look at the kind of hourly chart on Bitcoin. So I think this weekend is going to be a good one for Bitcoin and cryptos. See what Mt. Gox does. See what they do with it. Okay, what was the other news I was going to kind of look at? Yeah, this was quite interesting. The 17 millionth Bitcoin is about to be mined. So there's 17 million going to be in circulation. I don't know if that's kind of been reflected. Bitcoin, yes, 17 million circulating supply. So I don't know if you've seen that. The circulating supply is now 17 million. We've got 4 million to go, just under 4 million to go. Obviously that's not going to happen for another 100 years or something, but by the way, kind of way it works and the way it's going to be mined, it's going to be halved next year. But yeah, 17 million, that's a kind of landmark as well for Bitcoin, and it's been reflected in CoinMarketCap. That was quite cool. And the other interesting story I was looking at as well, Ripple says sales of XRP cryptocurrency rose 83% in Q1, which is good. So if we're looking at this, if you were kind of looking at the traditional stock market and looking at the kind of fundamentals and looking at the company's news and stuff like that, this would be kind of equivalent to that. So according to a post on the firm's site released on Wednesday, the company sold 167 million worth of XRP in the first 3 months of 2018, an increase of 83% compared to the previous quarter and 2,400% compared to the first quarter of 2017. So Ripple has long been closely associated with the open source XRP ledger, a technology in which has built tools aimed at enterprise businesses. I think XRP are going to, I think it's a $10 coin. Whatever you think about it, it's 84 cents just now. On the daily chart, we'll kind of look at the weekly chart, to be honest. So it's had a high of 22,000, it's at 9,000 just now. I think long term, if you're to put money into Ripple, I think long term, if you're into kind of long term and not short term trading, and you're going to put money in Ripple, I think it's a brilliant time just now for putting money into Ripple. I think it's really going to go be a $10 coin. Not in the next couple of months or anything, but I do think it's a $10 coin waiting to happen. Despite what everybody kind of thinks about it in the crypto world, we'll have to bridge that gap between the crypto world and the kind of corporate world as well. And I think XRP are doing that. Are doing that as much as I'm not into it, to be honest. I just see the potential of it. And for a long-term portfolio, if you've got it in your long-term portfolio, I would not be worried at all about XRP. So I thought that was interesting, that it looks like they're starting to kind of report things like this really well, just like a normal kind of company would. And I think that's going to be a good bridge as well for people to look at the fundamentals of this, of the crypto space. So I think we need that. It's looking good. And if you see the charts on kind of Ripple sales from December 2016 up to kind of March 2018, it's looking good. So I'll post that link as well. Well, it's on CoinDesk. You can see it on coindesk.com. So go to that, check that in the mornings just to see what kind of interesting news there is. So that's a good one. Tanalil, have you heard anything Radar Relay Exchange? Haven't. I don't know about that. Radar Relay Exchange. Radar Relay. That's the exchange itself. So 2 million. Nope, I've not heard anything about it. I'll take a wee look now. Trustless token trading, leverage blockchain to trade Ethereum tokens directly to your wallet, no middleman. Exchange unbundled. Buying. Just going to have a wee look now. So it's in beta just now. No, I've never actually seen that before. That's the first time I checked that out. And to be honest, looks interesting. Where were we? What time are we on? Mervyn Skidmore is in the house. Angelo Edwards, GM, good morning from the sands of Afghanistan. Let's go Tron. Are there any store QA ST key bag holders here? I'm certainly not. Cole Phillips, I bought 260,000 BABB yesterday on the wife's account at 2179, but when I sold at 2495, thinking I would make more back, ended up with 5,000 less. What down I do wrong? Ether was pretty much same. Cole, what might have happened, I spoke about this yesterday, if you go into Bancor just now, if you bought on the Bancor exchange, so if you go to buy BABB just now, we'll just go and say you wanted to, with 1 Ethereum, how much would that buy you? 250,000. It shouldn't make a difference, to be honest. 398 GUI just now, so it shouldn't really make a difference, because that means you bought about $600 worth. Would that have been right? So at such a low price, it shouldn't have made that much of a difference, to be honest. I don't see 5,000 is not that much when you think about it. 5,000 is not that much at all. If we were going to kind of buy that, how much would that be? 5,000 is $13. So that's not that much, to be honest. So it's just been kind of small price differences. And that's all it's been. So that could be a move in Ethereum price going from 690 to 680 or something, or 630 to 620. So it could be something as small as that causes that kind of price difference. I don't think that helps. Cool. MT Coral, I fear Tron will dump heavily, but maybe it won't happen until the end of May before the main net launch. I don't know. Honestly, can't see it dumping heavily, to be honest. Where are we there? Our chart. I honestly don't see it dumping heavily, unless something happens with the overall markets. That's the only reason I can see it dumping heavily. Charts are looking good, to be honest, although the kind of 7 MA and the 25 MA are kind of converging, to be honest. If it does, I would definitely be tempted to get in, look at a price to get back into Tron again, but not hold as much as I had. Rob Taylor, Golem just added to Binance. Excellent. Excellent. I wonder what's kind of done. Is there any news on it? Binance list Golem. GNT. It'll be down just now. It always happens when it goes on. GNT will start to go back up. That's the price, 63 cents. It's starting to kind of shoot back up again just now. But let's go. Golem is a good coin for the long term as well. 18% overall. Where's this recent low? About 20 cents. So it's up 200%. That's good. Excellent. $500 million market cap as well. 120 million traded. Circulating supply 834 million. Total supply 1 billion. Yeah, I've looked at Golem in the past as well, so it does look as a good coin. Dean banker fees possible, or Cole banker fees possible. Yeah, it could be something to do with that. Market Park, Cole, sounds like you got done by the banker fees. Moon, some small caps, please. Small caps, I've not kind of seen kind of small caps. If you go through kind of daily on Binance or KuCoin or something like that, I would look at them. But I'm not into kind of small caps apart from kind of BABB at the moment. That's still considered a small cap at 40 million market cap. So it's still really looking good for BABB. So if you're not in that just now, I'd definitely jump into that. Matthew Parks, trading anything more than 3 ETH at the time causes the fees to rocket. It does. It does. So if we go into Banker just now, if you're going to buy kind of BABB, we'll see. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So I spoke about this yesterday. So if you're going to buy BABB just now, this price should change in a second. And we'll just kind of zoom this in. So it's 400 GUI. But if you're going to go to 10, it changes to 404. If you're going to go to 100, it changes to 444. So it goes up another 10%. That's if you were going to do that. So it does make a difference, depends how much you buy. So I would always buy under 3 Ethereum if you're going to do that, and sometimes less than that as well. So if you want to trade big, then it's better to go into IDEX and just wait for the perfect time to get in. See who's selling big kind of coins and buy from them. Thought MineGox couldn't sell at the moment due to court ruling. Yeah, MineGox is just the actual Bitcoin that's been moved to different wallets. So we don't know what's happening with that just now because it's obviously bankrupt as well just now. So we don't know what's happening with it just now, but it's been moved to 4 different wallets. So it looks like it's been set up to kind of maybe sell in the future. We just don't know, to be honest. Or it could be an OTC trade that happens with them as well. That just doesn't go through the markets. Because I found that strange when they went through the markets the last time. They went through the ordinary markets as well. So I couldn't understand why it wasn't done OTC. Mount Coral, MT Coral. What do you think of Lend? 4-hour chart. I like Lend. I've got Lend as well. Just look on the kind of daily chart first of all, just for a macro view. Yeah, it's crossed over. Although there's a big red kind of candle there, it's crossed over at 608. It kind of spiked up to about 910, so that was a 50% move. And 4-hour chart. It's kind of all over the place on the 4-hour chart. 6-hour chart. 6-hour chart's a better setup. The 600. So a lot of red candles there though. There's some big sell-offs and it comes back up. So would I take a position out in that just now? Well, I've got a position out already previously from months ago. 607. I think Lend's going to do well in the long run, but for trading, actually looks good for trading just now. Although I'll just be worried about these kind of red candles. So yeah, that looks good as well. And 1 second. Cardano price prediction. Cannot predict the price on Cardano. We just know it's a good coin, good team, doing good things as well. So we know Cardano is excellent for the long term. If you're holding it long term, definitely wouldn't be worried about Cardano at all. Either is there any reason your targets are dollar targets and not BTC? No, there's not any reason. Most people kind of think in dollars when they're thinking about dollars, and they don't think about the BTC price. So no, it's not for any reason. It's other than it's just kind of most people know about their kind of dollar value, and the dollar value only matters when you're trading back into fiat. And a lot of people want to trade back into fiat, not trade back into it, but go into fiat so they can take the money out. So that's why I kind of do it in dollar values. We can look at obviously BTC value as well, and I've done that with kind of Tron as well, and looked at XVG kind of when we're talking about Satoshis. So I don't usually when I'm looking at smaller caps, but when I look at the BTC price, I do it in when I'm looking at Ethereum and kind of Litecoin and Neo and stuff like that, I do it in the dollar value as well, because most people, that's how they think. Chris Cash, Steve, I follow you since 3 weeks, made good gains already. Great reviews as we also interview with Paul lately was excellent. Keep up the great work. Thanks from Holland. Thanks very much, Chris. I'm glad you've made some money there as well. That's fantastic. Matthew Parks, what price are you targeting for getting back into Tron? For me, if I was going to get back into Tron, I'd say I'd love to get back in at 650. Can I see it getting back down to 650 Satoshi? I don't think so. Not anytime soon, unless something is going to happen with the markets overall, unless there was a big crash. And at that stage, I would say, okay, time to get back in. MT Core, a real gem that isn't very well known is PPT, and passive income to be had, small token amount, great project, and a huge market to tap into. Excellent. PPT, we've kind of looked at that before in the past. For Populous, yeah, it's on the down just now. On daily chart, doesn't look good. For long term, maybe. Yeah, so it could be good. So a lot of people into Populous as well. A lot of people covered that on YouTube. Any thoughts on Ripple being added to Revolut in the coming days? Don't know about that, to be honest, if I'm being really honest, Matthew. Make a Telegram group instead of Facebook. It's just been in the Telegram group, I don't know. No, I like Facebook better. Facebook is my business, that's my kind of full-time business, so I like Facebook better. So I use Facebook all the time, so I'm going to stick with Facebook for the group just now. We've got a lot of people in there, good community in there as well. Any info on Nextcoin? No, not any info on Nextcoin. That was one of the ones I tried to get into. or I didn't have the cash to get into it, to be honest. Juan is saying, Steve, Binance got the okay from Malta to move over. Is that good news? I think it's good news. It means there's going to be less, not less regulation. It just means it's a crypto-friendly company. And there's less of this kind of people going in, the government's going in and trying to do something with it. So yeah, I think that's good news, to be honest, for Binance. And I think a lot of companies, if Malta stay crypto-friendly, I think that can be a good thing, and it could be a crypto haven, to be honest, for a lot of the exchanges. Mervyn Skidmore, how many BTC lost in static bags? What do you mean about that, Mervyn? Do you mean just about the small amounts of coins and bags and stuff like that? Crypto Don Juan, MDT looks like a great project. I took out a position, wish me luck. Good luck. Good luck with that, MDT. Haven't heard of that, or have I? MDT. Oh no, I've not. Measurable data token. 20 million market cap. Kind of gone up in price. Up 3%. Where is it stored? OKX, Gate.io, and the Banker as well. So I've never. Has it just come onto Banker? Is that what it is? There's the new ones on Banker. No, it's not just come on. Ripio's just come on to Banker Network and DTRC as well. Okay, volume for that as well. So I've not heard of that, Crypto Don Juan. Nick Smith, do you see On-Chain FX? Steve, great little site for a quick overview of coins. On-Chain FX. Never seen that. Let's take a wee quick look. Oh, that's similar to, there's another one called Live Coin Watch. I think that's very similar to that. Live Coin Watch is a good site as well, but I've never seen that On-Chain FX. Thanks for that. I'm just gonna start that just now. So I've saved that. Thanks for that, Nick. Empty Coral. Gox coins have apparently been moved already and likely to be absorbed by the market. I hear stories of huge buyers struggling to buy in bulk, so they're buying anything they can. Than, huge fan of XRP. I think XRP are going to do really well. Musa plus Nasdaq also talked about cryptocurrencies. Yeah, we spoke about that yesterday. So they're open to kind of having a cryptocurrency exchange as well. So it's looking good for this year. For 2018, it's looking brilliant for cryptocurrency, and I think it's going to be one of the best years ever. 2017 was brilliant, 2016 was good, but 2018 I think is going to be the best year ever for cryptocurrencies in ways we cannot even imagine just now, to be honest. Marcus Jafari bought XRP, dropped right down to 60 cents, Q1. Who wouldn't buy at that price? Yeah, that's kind of true. But a lot of people said, who would buy XRP at like 10 cents or 20 cents? And look what's happened now. And Patrick Rain is in the house as well. Welcome to you, buddy. Patrick Prey, CDT looking good. CDT. Yeah, I spoke about this was setting up nicely for a day trade. So I spoke about this yesterday. CDT, I was just looking at some coins that were looking good on the daily chart. And CDT was one of them. You can see here it crossed over at 506. It's now at 655 with a kind of recent high of 792. And just look at the weekly. Oh no, that's no good. So go back and see its recent all-time high of 1944. That was probably back in January. Yeah, it was back in January. And what's the price? 6 cents and 655 Satoshi. A couple of red candles. That's probably because of the BTC drop as well. Recent high of 7. Is that 792? Yeah, 792. So a good profit to be made in there. So we spoke about this yesterday, so it is looking good. I'm not touching Tron anymore, Eric. That's interesting. Cole Phillips, okay, thank you, mate. My pleasure, Cole. Eric should have been there already. Right, Crypto Don Juan. Are the fees the same on IDEX or much cheaper to buy BABB? It's not about the fees. I think it's more about the price that you actually get BABB at. So if you're looking to buy more than 3 Ethereum worth on IDEX, you can buy at the market price. With Bancor, if it's more than 3 Ethereum, it kind of goes up in price and the price slippage goes higher as well. And it's something I didn't notice before, if I'm being really honest, which was kind of stupid of me. Black Label 46, I made him in the house. It's 1 o'clock here in Australia. Excellent. What time's in Australia just now? Probably about 8, 9 o'clock. Still lots of upside with Tron. Yeah, definitely. Lots of upside. Hamish, hoping for 3x gains if mainnet launch is good. I honestly think so. I think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to hit an all-time high as well. In Satoshi value, I think it's going to hit an all-time high. Samuel Ruffy, what do you think ONT will do today? Don't know. I'll just have a wee look at ONT just now. And this is on Binance I'm looking. Daily chart, it's not good looking at the daily chart on that because it's so recent. So look at the 6 hourly chart. It's going down just now, but it's using the kind of 7 MA as a resistance, it looks like. So it might be going down from here. Just look at the hourly chart. Yeah, I'd be waiting if you were looking to get in for a position. If you're looking for an entry point into this, I'd be waiting to get back into this because it looks as if it's going down a wee bit more. But it's had a brilliant run so far. Had an excellent run. Where's it gone from? 1400 up to kind of 7000. So it's just a slight pullback just now. But if you're waiting to get in, you're waiting to day trade it. I wouldn't look at it just now. That's my kind of biased, but not biased, but because I'm not into ontology just now. But I think it's going to go down a wee bit from here before it starts going back up again. So if you're looking for an entry position, I'd just wait and wait for your entry position, a good one. I think Zenfin is a sleeper and crazy cheap. Zenfin has done brilliantly over the last couple of days or week or so. Where is it just now? It's back up to 1 cent. Or down to kind of 1 cent. Kind of did shoot up. XCC. I've not even looked into the company. I've just been looking at the charts. To be honest, you kind of take the emotion out of it if you look at the charts. But if you're looking to invest for long term, you have to look into the company. You have to look into the team, see what they're doing, the use case scenario for it as well. You have to do all your kind of research for that. But if you're looking just to trade the charts, Zenfin has been brilliant, to be honest. Is there a bear flag in the Lend 4 hour chart? If so, it could go down a fair bit. Yeah, we just don't know with Lend. I think for the long term we're okay, but short term for trading, don't know. Future Physiques, what minimum investment would you recommend to have before joining Blockchain Whispers Premium? Well, it depends on how much you can invest. For example, so if you've got one, say you could trade with 1 Bitcoin worth, and you've got maybe a Bitcoin kind of spare as well, you might want to even do 1 month on Blockchain Whispers just to test it. You might lose 10% or something. I don't think so. I think you'll get your money back quite easily. But if you've got in total maybe 2 Bitcoin worth or something, and you want to spend half a Bitcoin for Blockchain Whispers just to see what they do and trade with the other 1.5, I think that might be a good idea to do that. So if you've only got a limited amount of money, then it might not be kind of I would just use the kind of free group just now, just to look at. Got R. Jagon Toka is in from Belfast. Welcome to you. Good to see you here. What time are we on? 9:17. PPP could easily do on EOS. They're in beta live mode and opening in May the 1st, I think. $1 billion contract of invoices already in the bag. Did $3 to $60 in the last bull run. Neo prices coming. Wow. Excellent. Mervyn Skidmore, BTC stuff lost from the early days and lost keys, Satoshi's 1 million, etc. Yeah, so there's, although, so what Mervyn Skidmore's saying there, I believe is what you're saying there, is that a lot of people have lost kind of Bitcoin over the years because they got into it, they lost the kind of private keys and stuff like that, they couldn't get it back. So although it says 17 million circulating supply of Bitcoin, what Mervyn said, there's been stories in the past about this as well, that there's probably not, there's probably more like about 15 million circulating supply of Bitcoin because people have lost all the kind of stuff in the past as well, and what's been lost with private keys and stuff like that. So I think that's what you're talking about, like big bags that never move. Yeah. So I understand what you're saying there. So there's less circulating supply than is actually kind of reported. Hi everyone, too busy at work in London, we'll watch later. Lucky Lazy Learner, excellent. Juan, hit the likes. Yes, hit the likes if you like this kind of video. You like chatting in the morning, having a cup of coffee with me in the morning, and just chatting crypto in general, talking about the news in crypto. Just hit the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, and kind of let anybody else know about this as well, and hit that notification bell as well. Next myth. On-chain FX lets you look at the number of days since all-time high, etc. There's a brilliant one like that as well. I'm just going to see if I can find it. Crypto news. So this was a good one as well. So this was kind of all-time high coin index as well, all-time high date. So it gives you like the likes of Bitcoin. All-time high price was $20,000. That was back on the 17th of December 2017. So it's good to kind of look at that as well, the all-time high. Ripple was an all-time high of $3.84 on the 4th of January. Current price is 84 cents. So we'll just go the percentage. What's Zcash? Zcash was nearly $6,000 in 2016, now $297. Bitcoin Diamond. Qtum on the 7th of January, $106, now $20. So looking at charts like this, so this is quite good actually, I'm glad you brought this up. So looking at the all-time highs of coins is really good, and I'll kind of put that in the kind of chat area just now, and I'll put it in the comments as well. Because I like looking at this from time to time as well. If we look at NEM as well, $2.09 all-time high, now it's 40 cents. So when we look at the all-time high, it gives us an indication of what is possible for that particular coin. So Qtum, for example, looks brilliant. So it's at $20 just now. What is possible, and this is only 4 months ago, is 106. So it's possible that it could 5x from here. With the likes of Zcash, I don't know if this is possible to go up 20x, but the all-time high is $5,941. Current price is kind of nearly $300. So that's a 20x from here. Bitcoin Diamond, 104. Current price is $6.02. A strange one, Bitcoin Diamond, but could that kind of 20x as well? We don't know. Bitcoin Gold as well, looking good. That could 8x. That's been so. It's good looking at the all-time highs from previously, and it's good looking at the sites like this. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Nano as well, $7.30 was 37. Ripple 84, 384. So that's a 5xer. Cardano is a 5xer to its all-time high. And this is dollar value as well, obviously. So when we look at the all-time high price and the dollar value, so we can see here Tron was up at 30 cents, but that's when the Bitcoin price was up at $20,000. If we see that there, that's when Bitcoin was round about $20,000. So that's looking at dollar value. If you looked at the Satoshi value, it'd be different, obviously. So we have to kind of marry the Bitcoin price with the kind of dollar values of the all-time highs as well. But it's interesting to look at. There was another one kind of used to like as well. I don't know if I've got it kind of bookmarked. It's not going to check up. So I tend to find these kind of sites and kind of look at them. No, I can't remember what it was. I was looking at the kind of ICO prices and what has done well since the ICO prices. I don't think I've got it bookmarked here. No. No, I can't remember the site, but it was a really good one to look at. I've obviously not bookmarked it, or I can't see it there quick enough. Last November, 22 cents, 25k, but did not sell at 3 USD. How foolish. Oh wow, Eddie, you didn't sell at $3. Or when it went up to $4. I'm presuming you kind of took out your original investment in that, Eddie. It'd have been good if you took out your original investment. Pundy doing an airdrop of 7%. I see Banker supporting. Price can only but rise. I think Pundy's going to rise. I think it's going to get to that 1 cent. Peter Cody, good morning. Have you looked into Zebby? I haven't heard of Zebby. It's been launched on Cryptos exchange in 2 days, a new blockchain platform that's been mentioned a bit recently. Zebby, I've not heard of that, to be honest, at all. Oh, right, it's a new ICO, did you say? Zebby, it'll still be on the... That's not ZebPay. CYT-Crypto. Blockchain in India's big data. Block Nation writes about Zebby. Just looking at this just now. Zebby chain for employment records, integration with Ethereum. Cool. I've not looked at that to be honest, but it's always good to look at kind of different stuff here. Black Label 5:44 PM. Oh wow, excellent. Scottish Bull, Tron to 30 cents. Yeah, I think so. Peter Cody, yeah, Dave, Pundy X is flying up right now, but how high I don't know. So Pundy X, what's it doing just now? 4,890. So it's gone up a wee bit. Definitely going up. Dave Smith, Steve bought 50k Seer coin today. Just seems to be very popular and trading volume is more than half the market cap. Yeesh. I don't know about Seer coin, to be honest. No, I do know about Seer coin. I did have Seer coin in the past as well, but I don't know if it was maybe good to buy in at this price, if it's kind of recent all-time high. It's 26. 5, what is it just now? Well, that's the Ethereum price on Bitcoin. SC. So 318. 359. What do you think of the new Bitcoin? The new Bittrex kind of operating system? The UX? What was it? 230. Kind of gone as high as 422, 426. Going up again. Kind of trading sideways at the moment. What kind of chart is this on? 30-minute chart. We'll just look on the kind of daily chart. Yeah, I don't know about Seer coin. I've had it not recently, but I had it months ago and kind of made a lot of money on it as well. Kind of the low prices. I didn't stay in it, and I actually used the system as well. But it was difficult at the time, to be honest. And when I downloaded kind of the software for it and tried to use the system, it was difficult at the time. But I would imagine they've changed that since then. So yeah, a lot of people are talking about Seer coin. I don't know if I would kind of buy in at this price, to be honest, because it's a recent kind of all-time highs. So, but if you've got it and you're holding it for the long term, you believe in it, then there's no kind of issues there at all. How is BABB looking on the charts? BABB's looking okay. It's looking just trading sideways just now on the charts. Just now, Mike Cryptical. Sean K says, Infin is a hybrid blockchain and protocol for global trade and finance. Amazing team partnered with Ramco and Roger Ver as their head advisor. Shall I keep going? LOL. Excellent, thanks for that short. See, I like that. A short, brief, tells you about the company, what it is, who the advisor, main advisor. I like that. Very short and sweet in one sentence, Infin. MT Coral, why do you tend to look at dollar charts? Any reason? I've just explained that, MT Coral. I explained that before for you. Studio 10, keep going, Sean. Crypto Don 1, Zebby is going to be big. Excellent. Did you enjoy the article yesterday? Yeah, it was good. MT Coral. I kind of put that in the group as well, I think. Phil Kane bought 1 million coins. Excellent, Dave Smith. And Seer coin, right? Dave Smith and Seer coin. Brilliant. So if it's for the long term, it could be really good for Seer coin. Okay, we'll just look at the kind of charts just now before we kind of go. And just see what the hell's happening. There's Bitcoin price just now. Going up. 9269. Good. Looking at that, market cap's gone up 3 billion since we've been talking. Bitcoin, who's kind of anybody zooming up. Bitcoin Diamond, I spoke about them as well. Gifto, doing really well. See a coin, yep. Digibyte 4.3. Excellent. So all looking good. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today. Obviously, I'll not be on over the weekend. I'll just be doing kind of a bit research instead of going live. But have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. And remember, join a group. We've got a brilliant community over there. Join a group. The link is down below for the Facebook group. And if you want to kind of learn my trading strategies, how to kind of look for kind of brilliant coins as well, and how to kind of trade them as well using kind of a very, very simple method, go to CYT-Crypto.com. It's only $197 to get in there. It teaches you from the beginning up to this trading strategy that I've got for you as well, and that I use, and it's been very successful with it, to be honest. I'm not going to kind of look at or tell you the kind of portfolio I've got just now from when I first started, but this is the kind of trading strategy I've used, and it's kind of done very well. So if you want to join me over there at CYT Crypto, you also get become a member of the private Facebook group, not the kind of free Facebook group. So we've got a private Facebook group there as well. That's grown very slowly, but it's cool. It's a cool wee group as well. Okay, have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing, and until Monday, just be careful in the markets, and remember, we are a community out to help each other as well, and so just remember what crypto is all about when you're kind of investing in it as well. Okay, have a brilliant weekend. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.